Hi guys, hi boy, hi girl. Nice to see you again for this tutorial in order to know about how will be solved any problem in the mathematical language as a polynomials. This polynomials meaning this is a new topic in this is tutorial will be know about how we are obtain any things for that. Actually, you must know about in order to understand more learning for the solve any problem for this question in the algebra. This is part one, and second video will become is part two, and will be start to know about and learning so many things about this is tutorials. أعزائي تحياتي لكم في هذا اللقاء الجديد. سوف نقوم باختيار موضوع جديد في الجبر في لغة الرياضيات، ألا وهو مقدار متعدد الحدود، وهو مدخل إلى أهم مواضيع الجبر، سواء كانت المعادلات أو الدوال أو التفاضل أو التكامل أو المثلثات أو أي موضوع له علاقة في موضوع الجبر. ولذلك من المواضيع المهمة. أرجو أن تكون الفائدة عامة على الكل. I hope to get so many benefit for that tutorial in order to to get so many experience and so many knowledge for that. وأتمنى لكم المشاهدة طيبة مع خالد شكري، وأرجو أن لا تنسونا بالدعم ولا تنسونا بالسبسكرايب ولايك لغرض التشجيع ولغرض أيضا دعم البرنامج التعليم على الإنترنت. وشكرا لمشاهدتكم. الآن نبدأ إلى الدرس. We are now start for the lesson. Please you listen carefully. This is polynomials, so that's why is meaning in the mathematical language as poly meaning as a many. Nominals meaning terms هذا معناه متعدد الحدود أو متعدد القيم أو الأشكال. هذا الجزء الأول. This is the part one. And don't forget this, please. Don't forget this to me. This is very important to me. It's very important for me. And polynomial, when I said that, you understand. Start now. A poly look like this. You see, a poly will look like a polymer of the degree in the function of the form. هو عبارة عن درجة معينة من الحدود في الدالة، درجة معينة في الحدود في الدوال أو في القيم أو في المسائل أو في المعادلات. This is not only in the fraction, maybe in the equation, maybe in the question, maybe in the differentiations or something like this. We are know step by step about that. Look like this is function. That's why fx equal 4 cube minus 3 square plus 2. This is as a polymention. This because this is so many item here. 1, 2, 3. That's why is polynomial. That's why is many term. Or you are see also like this is as you see 4xy square plus 3x minus 5. This also same. This one or this one same many terms or polynomials. Polynomials comes for the poly meaning many, poly is meaning many, and nominals is the case of the terms. So it is way many terms. The meaning instead of polynomials as many terms. متعدد الحدود أو متعدد الأشكال ومتعدد القيمة. Also the meaning can have this like this. Also I am make so many things in this in order to more understand. Constant meaning المتغير. Constant meaning المتغير like 3 constant meaning الثابت القيمة الثابتة. Constant meaning القيمة الثابتة like any numbers 3 minus 20 or half or 100 million like this. Constant الثوابت الثوابت. variable المتغيرات. variables المتغيرات like x and y and so on. In the letters in the algebra, we want to find the value about each one in the question, like call this as a variables المتغير. We have now two things, two items here, or two meaning or two terms for their constant ثوابت. variables المتغيرات. الثوابت numbers، المتغيرات letters. And we have expand, this is الأسس or power or index. Expand, we take it this is subject before this criterions. You can return back and to know about more knowledge about it. Exponents, this like 2 y square, but 0 1 2 3 إلى forever are follows. This is as exponents. See this, I put here the picture. I give this is search this for the website, is very explaining perfect in order to more understand. You see this picture, he said this is as a expression. He said 6x5 power 5 minus 3x squared plus 7. This is called index. This as index. This is index. This degree هذه عبارة عن درجة القوة يسموها is called in the mathematical language as its degree, meaning درجة مرفوع إلى درجة الخامسة. He's rising to the 5 degree. Or he said this is the index. This is as an index power or expand us. This expands us أو power or index. here is the المتعددة أو قيم متعددة ثابتة في القيمة. variable this x we said المتغير as a variable. constant this is ثابت, his number as a ثابت is constant. You see I here is part this expression for the name in the mathematical language in order to more understand. Degree, index or power, coefficient, a variable, constant. Variable, the part of the expression that can have a change. This expression meaning have so many variable is sometimes exchange from the letter to index to root. Value in x 6x 5 degree minus 3x squared plus 7. The variable is x. What is the variable here in this expression? As a x, you see the variable. We not know what is the value of x. What is the value of x? That's why it is a variable. Coefficient, the number before the variable show how much is multiplied by it. variable هو عبارة عن رقم this number, how many this variable multiply by this coefficient. coefficient meaning هو مقدار المضروب بالمتغير، هو المقدار المضروب بالمتغير. He called in mathematical language as a coefficient. Index is the power of the variable in 6 x the 5 degree plus minus 3 square plus 6. I repeat again for that 6 and the 3 as a cooperation because this is multiplied by the variable. You see 6 and 3, this is cooperation because this is meaning this is letter multiplied by the variables. Index here of the 6x square and the 2 of x 3x square are index, meaning this is index 3 square and 5 this is meaning as a index. Degree as this degree, the index of the high power in 6x degree 5 plus this 3 minus 3x square plus 7, the degree is 5. 5 here is the degree of the index for that. He called degree درجة عبارة عن درجة. So he said here 6x power 5 minus 3x square plus 6 is the polynomial in the x, in the polynomial in the x as of the degree 5 here. And the polynomial is the degree as in the 2 here. The degree of the x is 5, is 2, you see, is 2. The polynomial, this here as a 2 degree. Here is 5 degree. This is with this because we start from the beginning. Is the polymath as the expression of the polymethyns that's index of any variable must be a positive whole number, must be positive. If the negative is not polymer, is the negative is not polymer. If the root is not polymath, is the factors is not fraction sorry is not polymath. البوليماث يجب أن يكون بعدد كامل موجب، عدد كامل موجب، لا يكون نيجاتيف ولا يكون كسر ولا يكون جذر. This question for you and you can see what is the answer about is. I ask you 8 times root x plus 7 x squared a polynomial. Is this a polynomial? I give you 10 minutes in order to solve this. You see, depending about this rule, is this a polynomial or no? Write to me in the comment the answer. Write this answer to me in the comment. And this question also, second question, 15 times this and this. Is this the polynomial? Write to me in the comment, please. You can return the video again for this part in order to solve this problem and stop the video, push the video, stop it, and you can answer the question. Now, the second thing, polynomial can have contain a variable and exponents, but never division by the variable. You see, this is the rule, please, this is the rule. البوليميل ممكن أن يكون يحتوي على متغير و power or degree or index وأس، متغير وأس، لكن لا يمكن أن يكون يحتوي على عملية division يعني قسمة by variable، يعني المتغير لا يمكن أن يكون مقسوم على شيء معين. الفاريبل يجب أن يكون أو يحتوي على just فقط على أس وفاريبل، هذا اللي يحتوي، هذا البوليميل. المقدار متعدد الحدود يحتوي دائما على المتغير ويحتوي على أسس، لكن ما يحتوي على عمليات قسمة إطلاقا. Polynomial is or not. Like this also picture, you see, expression expanding. This is we said here is 3 and 2, 3 and 2. This is the expanding us 2 and 3. And term, this term, this term, this term, and this term. This is term. This is as a polymer. As polymer, we said poly meaning many, nominal meaning term. This meaning as a term. 1, 2, 3, 4 as a term. A polymer. You see here, depending about this rule, this index 0, no index 1, this index 1, and this 3 and 2. 1, 0, 1, 2. Here we have 3 exponent. Second picture, like this, 3xy and this fraction 2 over x minus 2, this no polymer. This no polymer. This no polymer. This is because this is more than variable. More than variable. We can't know about this. That's why and no possible. This fraction. Division. Division we can't say this is a polymer. هذا المقدار لا يمكن أن يكون متعدد الحدود، وهذا المقدار لا يمكن أن يكون متعدد الحدود طبقا للقاعدة اللي يجب أن يكون for this expression حتى يكون متعدد الحدود. You see, these two picture different. This a polymer and this is not polymer, and you can choose what is the difference between this picture and this picture depending about the rule. There are polymers, you see, here this picture also I write it directly for you. 3x, this polymer, 3x, x minus 2, minus x over this, because this is not a fraction, this is as a variable time for this. Time for this, when you simplify this, you multiply x times 7 and x times 9 when we get the value of x. هذا مو هذا يختلف هنا الفراكشن هنا because الاكس مضروبه في داخل القوس بعد التبسيط. هنا لابد من اولا قبل حل المسائل هذه ان نجد قيمه اكس ومن ثم نقوم بفك الاقواس وبعدين نقوم بعمليه الاكسبريشن. هنا ايضا polymers you see this is as same here as same see polymer and this 5 as a polymer. Yes, 5 is the polymer on this theorem allowed to the can be just contained. There are no polymer here. Where is it? It's not because the function is the minus 2. You see his here minus 2. It's not polymer. This negative. This negative. Here is fraction and divided. Division. Here also is division. Either same division. This root is not because this is expanding us. You see, this also as a os because this half, you see, when fraction for the rule of the roots, when you open this meaning this divided the square root as a 1 over 2 meaning this x square. But there is allowed here, you see, x over 2 is the allowed because you can divide it by the constant. هنا ممكن أن بعد إيجاد قيمة x, you see, here is different. You see here the variable is denominator is not expand, is not polymer, is not polymer. لكن هنا ممكن إجراء عملية الاختصار والتبسيط إذا وجدنا قيمة x. This rule, please, this rule, you listen carefully and see it. And more, يعني when we get next video, so many exercise about it, we can more understand how you are use this rule to solve the problem. Here also 3x over the same version, because we can get after that, when you get after get the value of x, we can solve this problem. This here also 2 square meaning is the allowed because it is contained like this. إلى ممكن تحليل هذا العدد وإيجاده، لكن هنا لا يمكن أن يكون exponent because we don't know the value of x. In this part, thank you so much for watching. This is the part 1. Next video to part 2. I heard just only putting the rule about the introduction for the polymer. Well, next video will be get more than experience for the how we are solve the polymer. شكرا أعزائي وحبايبي. في هذا الدرس فقط أخذنا مقدمة بسيطة على البوليميل أو المتعدد الحدود وتقسيماته من variable and constant and the exponent في معنى المتغير ومعنى الثابت ومعنى الأس، ومن ثم أخذنا بعض القواعد وبعض القوانين اللي تميز بين البوليميل and not polymer. That's why we want to more understand the next time for the next video. And thank you so much. Thank you. And for you, don't forget me for that. See you next video. Bye bye.